CE473 Module 4 Simplex Method. The characteristics of a linear programming problem stated in standard form are: the objective function is of minimization type, all the constraints are of equality type, all the decision variables are non-negative. The maximization of a function is equivalent to the minimization of the negative of the same function. For example, the objective function minimize f equal to c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc plus cn xn is equivalent to maximize f dash equal to minus f equal to minus c1 x1 minus c2 x2 etc minus cn xn. If a constraint appears in the form of a less than or equal to type of inequality as ak1 x1 plus ak2 x2 plus etc plus akn xn less than or equal to bk, it can be converted into the equality form by adding a non-negative slack variable. Similarly, if the constraint is in the form of a greater than or equal to type of inequality as ak1 x1 plus ak2 x2 plus etc plus akn xn greater than or equal to bk, it can be converted into the equality form by subtracting a variable as ak1 x1 plus ak2 x2 plus etc plus akn xn minus xn plus 1 equal to bk, where xn plus 1 is a non-negative variable known as a surplus variable. So for less than or equal to constraints, add a slack variable as, for example, consider the constraint 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 40. So introduce a slack variable s1. Therefore we can convert this constraint having less than or equal to inequality into an equation 2x1 plus x2 plus s1 equal to 40. Similarly, for greater than or equal to constraints, introduce an artificial variable and a surplus variable. So for example, x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 300 can be converted into an equation of the form x1 plus x2 minus s2 equal to 300. So here, when x1 equal to 0 and x2 equal to 0, s2 equal to minus 300. So this is not possible. Therefore, introduce an artificial variable a. So we get x1 plus x2 minus s2 plus a2 equal to 300, where the artificial variable assumes a positive value. For constraints with an equality, add an artificial variable. For example, 3x1 plus x2 equal to 10. When x1 equal to 0 and x2 equal to 0, 0 equal to 10. This is not possible. So add an artificial variable so that the equation become 3x1 plus x2 plus a3 equal to 10. So in standard form, all slack, surplus and artificial variables must be written in objective function. The coefficient of the slack and surplus variables are equal to 0 in the objective function because they do not generate any profit or have any cost. To ensure that the artificial variable is kept out of the final solution, a very large penalty m or minus m is assigned as a coefficient of the artificial variable in the objective function. For example, consider the linear programming problem and convert this into standard form. Maximize z equal to 120x1 plus 160x2. Constraints are subject to 2x1 less than or equal to 10, 3x2 less than or equal to 11, x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 5, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. So introduce slack variable. All constraints are of less than or equal to type inequality, and convert constraints into equality. So we get maximize z equal to 120x1 plus 160x2 subject to 2x1 plus s1 equal to 10, 3x2 plus s2 equal to 11, x1 plus x2 plus s3 equal to 5, x1 s2 s1 s2 s3 are all greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, consider another example. Maximize z equal to 300x1 plus 250x2 subject to 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 40, x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 45, x1 less than or equal to 12, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. So the standard form is maximize z equal to 300x1 plus 250x2 plus 0s1 plus 0s2 plus 0s3 subject to constraints 2x1 plus x2 plus s1 equal to 40, x1 plus 3x2 plus s2 equal to 45, x1 plus s3 equal to 12, x1, x2, s1, s2, s3 are all greater than or equal to 0. So from the problem considered, x1, x2 are set to 0 to get initial solution. Therefore, s1 equal to 40, s2 equal to 45, s3 equal to 12, x1 equal to 0 and x2 equal to 0 is a simple initial solution. s1, s2 and s3 are known as basic variables and x1 and x2 are called non-basic variables. So this is the structure of a simplex table. First column represents basis column which corresponds to the basic variables, and cost associated with the basic variables is denoted by CB. In the second column, the values are corresponding to cost associated with the basic variables, and the third column XB, this is the solution space, so corresponding to S1, S2, S3, initial basic solution is given by S1 equal to 40, S2 equal to 45, S3 equal to 12. So basic solution or initial solution is given here in this column, corresponding to constraints in the LPP. Enter the column corresponding to variables x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, and this column represent the minimum ratio column, and here Cj denote cost associated with the variables. Zj is Cb transpose into Xj, and we need to calculate Zj minus Cj also. So this is the structure of so calculate Zj minus Cj row in the table. For maximization problem, the solution is optimal if every value in the Zj minus Cj are all greater than or equal to 0. And for maximization problem, the incoming variable is the variable with the largest negative values in the Zj minus Cj row. In the Zj minus Cj row. For minimization problems, the incoming variable is the variable with the largest positive value in the Zj minus Cj row. For both maximization and minimization problems, the outgoing variable is the basic variable with the smallest ratio. The coefficient of the incoming variable is the in the outgoing row is called the pivot element. So here most negative Zj minus Cj value is minus 300. So corresponding to that value, the variable is x1. So we need to select this column, and x1 is the new entering variable. And to get the leaving variable, calculate minimum ratio with respect to the entries in this column, selected column. So we need to divide entries in XB by entries in this selected column. So it is like 40 divided by 2, 45 by 1, 12 by 1. There is no need to consider negative values and 0 in this column. Okay, and then take minimum ratio. Corresponding to that minimum ratio, select row and there is an intersection element with respect to selected row and selected column. That element is improve the solution by introducing incoming variable into the basis and removing the outgoing variable, and transform the row of the outgoing variable and calculate Zj minus Cj value. The Cj row does not change. So divide the elements and the quantity of the outgoing row by pivot element. Replace the unit profit cost of the outgoing variable with the one of the incoming variable, and also replace the outgoing variable with the incoming variable. The new tableau will be used to identify a new possible optimal solution. So we can use the elementary row operation to get a new elements in the columns corresponding to the variables, or you can use the formula new table value equal to negative value in old table pivot column into value in new table pivot row plus old table value. So consider example, maximize 7x plus 5y subject to x plus 2y less than or equal to 6, 4x plus 3y less than or equal to 12, xy greater or equal to 0. So use simplex algorithm to get an optimal solution of this LPP. So here all constraints are of less than or equal to type. So introduce slack variables, maximize 7x plus 5y plus 0s1 plus 0s2 subject to constraints x plus 2y plus s1 equal to 6, 4x plus 3y plus s2 equal to 12, where s1 and s2 are slack variables, xy greater or equal to 0. Now as a first step, calculate the basic solution, initial solution, by putting x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, so that we get s1 equal to 6 and s2 equal to 12. Then construct a simplex table 1, enter the values and variables. Basic variables are s1, s2, cost associated with s1 and s2 are equal to 0, xb initial solution is 6 and 12, and corresponding to constraints in the LPP, enter the coefficient of variables here in these columns, and then Zj values are Cb into Xj. So it is like a matrix multiplication, Cb transpose into Xj. So for this particular column, 0 into 1 plus 0 into 4, that is 0. Similarly calculate other Zj values, and Cj's are given in the objective function. Coefficient of variables in the objective functions are denoted as Cj, and then calculate Zj minus Cj, 0 minus 7, 0 minus 5, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Now since Zj minus Cj's are all not greater or equal to 0, the solution is not optimal. Therefore we need to improve the solution. So for that, look at most negative Zj minus Cj value, that is minus 7. So select this column and then calculate minimum ratio corresponding to entries in this selected column with respect to values in xb. So divide 6 by 1, 12 by 4, so we get minimum ratio. So minimum is 3. So row corresponding to this minimum ratio will become the selected row. So new variable in the next table become x1, that corresponds to most negative Zj minus Cj value. So x1 is the entering variable and the departing variable is s2. So construct a simplex table 2 with respect to the new variable introduced. Here it is x1 instead of s2, its cost is 7. So apply the same algorithm. Here all Zj minus Cj values are positive, greater or equal to 0. So solution is optimal, and we get the solution x1 equal to 3, and x2 is not present in this basic variable column. So x2 equal to 0, and maximum value equal to 21, which is obtained by substituting x1 equal to 3 and x2 equal to 0 in the given objective function. So another method to obtain optimal solution is known as two-phase simplex method. So in two-phase method, first construct the simplex table by replacing the original cost associated with the objective function to 0, and then obtain optimal solution with respect to the cost associated with the objective function as 0, and from the final simplex table of the phase 1 we can calculate the optimal solution of the given LPP. So in phase 2, consider the final simplex table in phase 1 and enter the original cost associated with the objective function in the simplex table, and then apply simplex algorithm, so we get the original solution of the given LPP. So this procedure is called two-phase simplex method. So consider this example: minimize z equal to x plus y subject to 2x plus y greater than or equal to 4, x plus 7y greater than or equal to 7, xy greater than or equal to 0. So this is not in standard form, so hence convert this into standard form. Maximize z dash equal to minus x minus y plus 0 s1 plus 0 s2 subject to constraints 2x plus y minus s1 equal to 4, x plus 7y minus s2 equal to 7, xy greater than or equal to 0. So that the canonical form is obtained by introducing artificial variables. Maximize z dash equal to minus x minus y plus 0 s1 plus 0 s2 minus 1a1 minus 1a2 subject to constraints 2x plus y minus s1 plus a1 equal to 4, x plus 7y minus s2 plus a2 equal to 7, xy greater than or equal to 0, and the initial solution is obtained by putting x equal to y equal to s1 equal to s2 equal to 0, so that we get a1 equal to 4 and a2 equal to 7. Now introduce a1 a2 in basic variable column, and its cost is minus 1, and initial solutions are 4 and 7, and enter the other coefficients corresponding to variables, and then cost associated with objective function assume that it is equal to 0 for all other variables except artificial variables. For artificial variables enter it as minus 1, and then calculate Zj is Cb transpose Xj, and then calculate Zj minus Cj, apply the simplex algorithm, look at Zj minus Cj value, they are not greater or equal to 0, so most negative is minus 8, select that column and calculate the minimum ratio. The most negative minimum ratio, minimum is 1, so that we can select the second row, so and the pivot element becomes 7. Construct a new table. If an artificial variable is departing from the table, there is no need to consider that artificial variable in the next simplex table. So we can delete the column corresponding to the departing variable if it is an artificial variable in the next simplex table. So we can delete column corresponding to A2 in table 2, and the new variable is x2, its cost is 0, okay, and apply simplex algorithm again. Here Zj minus Cj is not greater or equal to 0, so again we need to apply the algorithm, construct next simplex table. Here departing variable is a1 and x1 is entering variable, again apply the algorithm. Here now Zj minus Cj are all greater or equal to 0, so solution is optimal. Therefore consider the final simplex table in order to get the optimal solution of the given LPP. Move to phase 2. In phase 2 consider the final simplex table in phase 1, enter the original cost associated with the variables present in the final simplex table, and then apply simplex algorithm, calculate Zj minus Cj. Now this is all greater or equal to 0, implies that solution is optimum. Write the solution: x1 equal to 21 by 13, x2 equal to 10 by 13, and calculate maximum Z dash and minimum equal to 31 by 13. Duality principle. The essence of duality theory. Every linear programming problem has an associated problem called the dual. Original problem is known as primal. These relationships prove useful in a variety of ways. Consider a maximization primal problem in standard form. Dual is a minimization problem. Dual uses same parameters in different locations. Duality principle says that with every LP maximization problem, there is an associated minimization problem and vice versa. The original problem is called the primal and the other is called the dual. Properties. If the primal is a maximization problem, the dual is a minimization problem and vice versa. An optimal solution to the dual exists only when the primal has an optimal solution and vice versa. Both the primal and dual problems have the same optimal value of the objective function. Dual of dual is primal. The solution of the dual problem can be obtained from the solution of the primal problem and vice versa. The dual variables may assume negative values. Formulation of the dual. Objective function. If the primal is a maximization problem, then the dual is a minimization problem and vice versa. Decision variables. For each constraint in the primal, there is one decision variable in the dual. Objective function. The coefficient of each decision variables in the objective function of the dual is equal to the right hand side of the corresponding constraint in the primal. Constraints. Before structuring the dual constraints, all primal constraints should be transformed into less than or equal to in maximization problem and greater than or equal to in minimization problem. For each decision variable in the primal, there is a corresponding constraint in the dual. The right hand side of the dual constraint is same as the corresponding coefficients of the objective function in the primal. So this is the primal dual relationship. Consider this example. Maximize Z equal to 5x plus 8y, subject to constraints 3x plus 2y greater or equal to 3, x plus 4y greater or equal to 4, x plus y less than or equal to 5, xy greater or equal to 0. Now convert this into standard form. Maximize Z equal to 5x plus 8y, subject to constraints minus 3x minus 2y less than or equal to minus 3, minus x minus 4y less than or equal to minus 4, x plus y less than or equal to 5, xy greater or equal to 0. So for a maximization problem, all constraints are converted into less than or equal to type. Now write the dual. Minimize Z dash equal to minus 3y1 minus 4y2 plus 5y2. So minus 3 minus 4 and 5 corresponds to the RHS values in the constraints, and consider the constraints in dual. For that, look at the coefficient of objective function. Coefficients are 5 and 8, and in minimization problem all constraints must be of greater or equal to type. So corresponding to the standard form, write the constraints minus 3y1 minus y2 plus y3 greater or equal to 5, then minus 2y1 minus 4y2 plus y3 greater or equal to 8, where the new variables y1, y2, y3 are all greater or equal to 0. So we can solve a dual problem also. So using duality principle you can solve the LPP, and from the final simplest table itself we get the solution of a primal problem also. Geometric programming. A geometric program is a type of mathematical optimization in terms of objective function and constraint functions given in a special form. The importance of geometric programming comes from two relatively recent developments. New solution methods can solve even large scale geometric programs extremely efficiently and reliably. A number of practical problems, particularly in electrical circuit design, have recently been found to be equivalent to geometric programming problem. Monomial function. Let x1 etc. xn denote n real positive variables, and x equal to x1 etc. xn is a vector with the components xi. A real valued function f of x with the form c x1 raised to a1, x2 raised to a2 etc. xn raised to an, where c greater than 0 and a element of R is called a monomial function or a monomial. For example, 2.3 x1 square into x2 raised to minus 0.15 is a monomial of variables x1 and x2 with coefficient 2.3 and x2 exponent minus 0.15. So any positive constant is a monomial. Monomials are closed under multiplication and division. A sum of one or more monomials of the form f of x equal to sigma k ranging from 1 to k ck x1 raised to a1 k, x2 raised to a2 k, etc. xn raised to an k, where ck greater than 0 is called a polynomial function, or simply a polynomial with variables x1 etc. xn in k terms. A geometric programming problem consists of a polynomial function as objective function h of x equal to sigma I ranging from 1 to n ci pi j ranging from 1 to n xj raised to aij, which can be considered as a minimization function f of x subject to constraints g of x, which is similar to this polynomial function sigma ajk pi j ranging from 1 to n xj raised to akj, which is greater than 0, and cj xj's are positive, aik greater than 0. So this is the general form of a geometric program